Hey guys, anything I do to my guns, I like to video it because not everybody knows even the simple things to do. And I have this HK P30 here, which is probably the greatest ergonomically feeling gun you can ever put in your hand, pistol. Feels so nice, and I just have a hard time shooting it as well as my Glock 17, and I think the reason was because most of the targets where I shoot, the center of the target is a red. And the problem with this gun is I have fiber optic green sights in the back and I had a red sight in the front. I just decided to make a video doing this. That's why you're not seeing me take the red sight out. So I should have did that, but I said, you know what, let me video before I finish. So what I did was, shut up phone. What I did was I had a red fiber optic sight here, and you can either get a little pair of nippers or a razor and just carefully just saw it back and forth and break it, and you take each end out of each end and it's done. So this was red, so when I put it on the target, and as soon as the red sight went into the redness of the target, my sight was gone. So I thought about how much I shoot, and most of the targets I use, 99% of them, the center's red. There are some targets where the center's black and the center's green, but most of them are red. So I figure, you know what, I'm going to replace it with a green sight. So here's how you do it. There's two sizes that I know of. There's 0.40s and there's 0.60s. The higher the number, the thicker the fiber optic sights are. So this is where you want to go. True Glow replacement fibers, they're called, and they give you a little kit, all different colors. Obviously, they gave me 2 red, 2 orange, and 1 green. I wish they would have gave you 2 greens because green's my favorite figures. But they give you a long stick of it, so if you mess up a couple times, you'll be fine. The whole thing with this is you got to know what size outside diameter your sights are that hold these fibers. I ordered the first ones in 0.40. They're way too thin. No big deal, I'll keep them. I'm sure there's other guns that have 0.40s. So the next size up is 0.60, and I'm almost positive this is the correct size. We will find out. So here's how you do it. Safe gun as always a safe gun. And I mean, you could take the slide off or leave it on the gun. I'd rather take the slide off because I can just handle it better. So the P30 is pretty simple. You just pull that out and very simple gun to look at that recoil system. Very nice. Flat wire recoil spring, buffer, HK, man. Good stuff. This is a little dirty because I shot it and I wasn't shooting that well with it, so I knew what was wrong. So I need to replace these sights. So here's how you do it. Okay, the best way to do it is to have a little pair of dikes or nippers, because cutting it with a razor is a little awkward, but I mean it can be done. It's really not the best, the most comfortable way to do it. So we're going to pull out the green one. Oh yeah, much thicker, much thicker. Nice. And we are going to fish it through the hole like that. And you want it to stick out maybe, I'm not an expert at this, but I'm just going to say you want it to stick out about a 1/16 at the most. So what I'm going to do is get the lighter and I'm going to melt the front of it and we'll see what happens. Okay? As I melt it, it's going to swell up. Don't overheat it, because if you overheat it, you'll get a black spot on it. And see, let it cool. What it does is when it heats, it melts, it expands like a mushroom, and that's how it holds it in. Now what I'm going to do now is cut it same width, about a 1/16 from there, And because I don't have the right, I wish I had a little pair of nippers. I do. I just don't know where they're at. Let me see if I can find them before I screw it up. Well, I can't find the friggin' nippers. I don't know why, what I did with them. Ever since I moved, man, everything got lost. So I'm going to use this razor blade and do it the wrong way. And what I'll do is I will put, let me see, a little popsicle stick under it so I don't scratch my gun. Like that. And I will get the razor blade and cut it right about there. Alright. About that much. Now what I want to do is, without burning myself, is I want to hold that. Well, I might not have to hold it. Let me see. It should tighten up. Alright, let's see what happens here. Alright, sorry guys, I'm always getting interrupted. That's just me. Alright, so there it is, the front sight. Now what I've learned when you do this, don't burn it too long. If you burn it too long, it's not, see how nice it's glowing? It won't glow like that. For some reason, when you burn it too long, it doesn't absorb light as well. So just burn it just till it shrinks and stop right away. Try to use a very low flame. Put the flame on this lowest setting, like really small, like that. Okay, and then there's the other side. You can see how much better it's glowing now. The first time I did it, it wasn't glowing, and I knew why. I burned it too long. So that's why you get a stick of it, and it gives you a couple shots at it. So you know, there's plenty of mistake room for all the material they give you. And that set there was like $11.99. You get like 2, 4, 6, 7 sticks of all different colors. I figure it's my favorite color to give you the less of. And that's that. So we'll put this back together, and then I'm going to take it back to the range this weekend and shoot it again. And I think I'll have a much better session with it, because now I can see the front sight. Okay. So the HKs are really sweet ass guns. That's for sure. How easy they are to disassemble and reassemble. Bam. That easy. Man, that's real easy. So, when I'm looking down, oh yeah, she's absorbing light real nice now. I should be able to chew out that center target. And you gotta remember, the HK, it's not known for the best trigger. It really isn't. The best trigger they ever came out with was the VP9. It's nice and smooth, has a real nice reset. It's not real scratchy, and there's not a lot of slop. This is the P30, and you can hear it. It just has a lot of play, and you know, they're not the best target triggers. But like I said in other videos, if you use the basic fundamentals, you can shoot any gun very accurately. Just remember, you know, front sight, and pull the trigger very slowly without disturbing the front sights as much as you can, and you'll get a nicer target. So there it is, the TrueGlow fiber optic replacements.